welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tehrani, coming to you from Interrupt 2010 in Las Vegas. On our program today is Akash Saraf, who is with View TelePresence. Akash, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So tell me, what does your company do in the telepresence space?
All right. What we do is we make high-definition telepresence systems at 1/3 the bandwidth and at 1/5 the cost. Our goal is to democratize telepresence, where every home-based business, every small business can use it, rather than it being only a solution for the large companies.
That's fantastic. So in terms of the bandwidth use, what kind of bandwidth were we talking about?
Yeah, we are able to work quite well at about 0.5 megabit of bandwidth. And on consumer class DSL, consumer class cable, we don't need any MPLS or any fancy networks.
Really?
We can work on any normal internet connection.
Okay, and then in terms of the hardware model, what is it? Is it your hardware? Is it a hybrid of off-the-shelf and your equipment?
No, it's our own hardware, so we provide the entire solution. We provide the codec, we provide speakers, the microphone, the camera. And for customers who want it, we also provide the 50-inch television display.
So the TV is optional.
Yeah,
so some companies will bundle it.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so fantastic. How long has the company been around?
Okay, my company's been around for probably more than 10 years, but this product is fairly new.
Okay.
So this is a 4-month-old product. We have trialed this with about 60 customers. We're doing another trials with another 40 clients. So we expect to do a mass rollout of this product by July of this year.
So telepresence is a super hot space right now, just video in general. As travel budgets are being cut, collaboration is filling in the gaps. And so you probably saw that opportunity and decided that you wanted to throw your hat in the ring as a well-respected company that's been around for a long time with a new division. Is that correct?
That is correct. I think the opportunity we were seeing was, we've been using telepresence for some time, connecting our various offices, and we did see a point where if you can make it low cost enough and quick enough to install, the number of users could just explode. So while everybody, I won't name a competitor, but everybody else wants to go after the Gs and the Fords, my goal is to go after, say, a home-based, a graphic designer at home who can have a telepresence session with a customer rather than traveling back and forth, to a customer location or taking a flight. So the goal as much is to, of course, to cut travel costs. It's also a quality of life issue for people who largely have a knowledge-based business or knowledge-based work, but they don't have to get out of their office or get out of their home to do what they do.
And what sorts of costs are we talking about?
We're looking at the entire solution, a 50-inch television, the codec, the camera, the mic and speakers, being $99 a month. We are a first model where we sell the equipment the customers wanted, but we also provide it like a monthly service. And it's $99 a month for the entire thing. All the customer needs to get is an internet connection.
That's pretty revolutionary.
We hope it will be.
I mean, I know the quality varies, and the definition of telepresence can be anything at this point, from a massive room that I've seen cost $250,000 and up to Skype.
Sure,
the low end. So yeah. You really have a wide range of products.
Absolutely.
And so then the question becomes obviously the quality, and I guess people have to see the quality. Have you done any quality tests to see how you rank?
All our clients who have bought our product is because they look at the quality. So the telepresence space is kind of almost like the two sides of the pendulum. You have the $20,000 plus rooms. There are solutions available $20,000 or more, and then you have Skype. There's nothing in between which says, okay, I'll give you the quality, or maybe I'm 80% as good as what Cisco gets.
Okay.
But it's like $100 a month rather than it being $200,000. So we just saw that space, that there are customers who don't mind spending $100 if they can see somebody which is live flag, without jitter, without frame drops, without bad quality, and works on a standard internet connection. We don't expect the home-based businesses, small businesses to go and put MPLS networks and all these fancy networks to make telepresence work.
So do you require customers to sign up for a multi-year agreement, or how does that work?
No, our customers do sign a multi-year agreement, but we do allow the customers to get out at any time by paying a cancellation fee of $300. So we've kept it very simple.
It's extremely forgiving.
Yeah. Again, the way we look at it is that once customers start using this, I live in India. A lot of my R&D is in the US, in Pittsburgh and in Bangalore, and I live in Mumbai, and I do telepresence 5-6 hours a day. So I know once you get used to this, it's very hard to get out of it. So even if a percentage of my clients return it, big deal. I don't think very many will return it after.
You're making this sound like tech drug dealers, but it's that addictive, right?
I guess it's very addictive because it's not tiring. It's like the way we looked at it is, largely the moment you have a conference call or a webcam-based telepresence session, the reality is the human mind doesn't perceive that as a real person, and it adds a lot of stress to the communication. I've been through a 1-hour conference call. I assume you've done that, and you get tired after 1 hour. You just want to put it off because is tired. But a 4-5 hour telepresence session with a large screen, a person looks real. The brain just doesn't get tired anymore. Because
well, you know, it's interesting that you say that, because some of the telepresence demos I've seen and discussions I've had with companies after they do telepresence sessions is that they can meet someone via telepresence, and then the next time they see them in person, say, I met you at so-and-so time. In other words, in their mind, not that I saw you on telepresence, or not that I had a communications with you,
right.
I met you. And so that concept that the telepresence has gotten such high quality, and the screens are so good and the codecs are so good that it's in the mind you believe it's a live meeting.
Absolutely.
And so that's almost like what you're saying.
Absolutely. You're tricking the subconscious mind into thinking it's a real person, rather than it being the conscious mind which drives the communication, what the conscious mind is not supposed to do. So you're leaving it to the human's natural senses to do the communication job, rather than one actually making an effort to communicate, which is very painful. As human beings, nature didn't build us to do that, so we can't change that aspect of nature.
Absolutely right. So I'm sure that people are interested in learning more, and where do they go online to find out more?
We have a website, viewtelepresence.com.
It's just VU?
Yeah, it's viewtelepresence.com.
Okay. And they can find out more there. And are there any other things in terms of like the future of what you're doing? This is so revolutionary, you're going to wait for a little while and just sell a lot of product.
No, we have actually another interesting model. Our product makes intercompany telepresence or interpeople telepresence very easy. Normally, most telepresence products, the moment you need to have one company talk to another, we have these bridges and all, which get expensive.
Sure.
The way we do it is we made it as simple as Google Talk. Add somebody to your buddy list, and so long as they have a View telepresence unit, you can just talk to them over the internet. So what we've done is we've already got a channel network of 3,000 resellers. So about 600 of them actually, we are investing with them to create public meeting rooms across US, Canada, and different geographies. Well, let's say I have a View telepresence unit and I live in Denver, and I want to interview somebody in Florida, in Tampa. That person doesn't have one. He can go to a website called View Meeting Rooms, punch in a zip code, he'll find a telepresence room 15 miles away from where he lives, pays $50 by credit card, lands up to the telepresence room, just dials my View number, and we can talk. So it increases the value of a telepresence unit, even for somebody who owns one. It's not about only talking to a close group of people, but we hope that one day, 80% of the meetings you can do out of something like this, because we also make a public service available with the model.
Now, what about interoperability? That's the final question.
We do interoperate with most telepresence products, whether it's LifeSize, Polycom, Tandberg, anything which supports the H.264 standard, we have no trouble interoperating with.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, thanks for coming on the program today, and good luck with your new model. It's great, very exciting.